Hello and welcome to part 20. So let's move on with this volume switch. Let me just delete the history, and then we are inserting an edge loop somewhere about here. Q on the keyboard, object mode, and then let's delete. So deselect the top two edges, leave them in, and delete the rest of that edge loop we just did. And now let's go in here, insert another edge loop up here. And Q on the keyboard, and then again go to edge mode, and then let's deselect the two up here and delete the rest. So we have them of some kind of, I would say, N-gon, but I think when we smooth it, it doesn't really have such a bad effect, so that we leave it there. And then we give a little more definition here on the corners. So insert an edge loop here. It's going all the way down, that's great. And then let's, I think we could duplicate the geometry. So let me just hit Control D. And then open up the scale settings, so set it to object. And then R scale the extrusion on -1 in X. And we hit Alt 5 to see wireframe unshaded. Okay. So let's go to the top view first, and then select both objects. We combine those. Go to vertex mode, select this row of vertices here at the back of that thing and merge. And I think the distance here can be, it has to be lower than it is. But that's, yeah, we can do that later. That's something we have to do. So let's do a bridge between, we could do the append polygon tool, so whatever goes faster, so shift select this. Don't miss one, this tiny guy here. And then on the other side, shift select this one all the way up. And one to the left. So hit 4 to go to wireframe, so that you can see better what we selected or not. Looks good to me, so hit 5 again, go back to shaded mode, and then do a bridge. That looks good to me. Select one of those edges here, Control, right click, edge and utilities, and split. Under the inputs, we put it to multi, so 2 should be fair enough, and then hit R to scale, and then double click on that scale tool to open the options and set it back to world, just in case. And then I'm scaling them closer to that corner there, so that we have a nice hard edge. Maybe not that much. Hit Alt 5. Okay. That's not too bad. So we will do, let's go in here, go to edge mode, double click on the top border edge. And then do an extrusion. Hit R to scale it. Just a tiny bit, and then we have to fix this area here. So let's try to scale it here in X. Doesn't help, so undo. Okay, so let's go in here to vertex mode. It might be hard to see now, but we're having some overlapping geometry here. Let's just go in. Select this one. Say Q now and Shift select the corresponding one. Hit R to scale. F to frame in, and then scale it out a little bit. Do the same. So select this one and this one. Okay, so what happened here on this side? Okay, let me go back a couple of steps. Select those two, scale to here. And shift select those two. Oh yeah, okay, so that's what I wanted, that's what I was looking for. So we're still having an issue here because of this one. And so here's the corresponding one. Okay, so yeah, now that issue that I just saw here is gone. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, we just give this whole thing more space here. So let's go with this first. And then again, double click on the top border edge and do another extrusion. Hit R to scale. And again, we need to fix this area just by hand. So those two, shift select the corresponding two. So hopefully did not select anything else. Scale this out a little bit more. Okay, so let's see how that guy looks if we smooth him. Alright, so that's looking good to me. Let's do one more. So double click on the top border edge, extrude, hit R, scale. And again, we select those two here. Keyword. We should select those two and then R to scale. Giving this whole thing a bit more space in between the geometry, so you get those some weird faces here. All right. So like I said, so we have to make this whole thing here a little bit, get this a little bit smaller, the distance here. So now I think I should have done it earlier. So select all of those and then Control Shift. And all those, let's check it out so that we don't have anything selected that we don't want. So hit R on the keyboard and then let's scale the whole part. Somewhere about here. R to scale. Alright, that's looking way better. Alright, so let's try to do one more edge loop here. Just below that row. Give it more information, geometry information there. So it's still not perfect. Those artifacts here. Yeah, we might later do it. Nobody's gonna see it besides me. That's my guess. Alright, so let's go in and delete the history, and let's create another deformer on that, another lattice. So just give it two by two by two, and then go to lattice points and select all the top lattice points. Go back to the side view. So also this whole switch or knob is, you know, kind of as a little bit of cone form up. So hit R and scale that whole thing just a tiny bit like that. It's not much, but it is there. So go to object mode, delete the history, and then go here to the top, select that top border edge loop and say mesh fill hole. So smooth it again, check that out. Yeah, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's fair. It's good enough for. I think that's good enough. If we see later on when we render, so that we have some bad artifacts here or what, so we can still tweak it. So for now, I think we are almost done with that switch. So in the next video, we will take care about the bottom part here, which also has this little gap there, down there. But for now, I think I'm gonna pause this video and see you in the next one.